What's up, Waniacs? Well, you're thinking of moving to Baltimore, Maryland. Stay put, because in this video, I'm giving you the 5 reasons people are leaving Baltimore, Maryland. And you may think about, well, why are they leaving? I'm thinking of moving there. What do I need to know? I'm going to tell you. Now, if this is your first time on my channel and you want to know everything there is to know about eating, sleeping, playing, working, living here in Baltimore, Maryland, you've come to the right spot. Hang tight, because the info that I'm going to give is going to plug in all those holes for you. With that, you may want to think about subscribing and clicking the notification bell. That way, every time I put out a video, you're notified and you can stay in the know about what it's like to do all those things here in Baltimore and in other parts of the state. What's up, Waniacs? My name is Wayne Hitt, and every day I get calls, texts, and emails from folks just like you that are thinking of moving here to Baltimore, Maryland, my hometown. So if you're thinking of moving in a day, a week, a month, a year, whenever it may be, I don't plan on going anywhere. I've been doing this for a while. Feel free to drop me a line. You can call me, shoot me a text, send me an email, smoke signal, carrier pigeon, whatever is your preferred method of communication. You can comment on this video, however you'd like to do it. My team and I would welcome the opportunity to help you make a smooth move to Maryland. So with that, let's get into it. I'm giving you the 5 reasons people are getting out of Dodge. And you may want to stick around till number 5, because I have not seen number 5 on any other of these videos. And I don't know why people aren't talking about it, because it's actually a big deal here. Number 5 is also a reason that people move to Maryland. So it's a lot of fun. Hang tight. All right, so the number 1 reason why people decide, you know what, Baltimore is just not for me any longer, I'm out of here, and that is job relocation. Now, we are very fortunate to have some awesome companies in this state. And any minute now, the Amazon guy is going to knock on the door because my wife has a problem. Maybe I won't edit this out. Maybe I'll leave it in. I don't know. We'll see. Cue it up. Now, we are very fortunate to have some really awesome companies here in Maryland, and even right here in Baltimore City. We have Under Armour that is headquartered here. We have T. Rowe Price. We have the Johns Hopkins community. So we've got multiple Hopkins hospital campuses. We have Johns Hopkins University, McCormick Spices. I can go on and on. We have some really awesome opportunities here. And sometimes, as people grow in their positions, they need to be moved to another area, out of state. People also move here for these companies, so which is great. But again, job relocation is one of the reasons people are leaving Baltimore. Now, the second reason that people are leaving Baltimore is one that I had kind of far down on another list in a previous video, but I'm putting it number 2 here, and that's the crime. Now, in any major city, you're going to have crime. I get it. But if you look at us on a national stage, we don't look too hot. Now, we had some people in power that weren't doing what they should have been doing in teaching folks a lesson, and we've put a lid on that, it seems, because we have seen a dramatic improvement in our crime numbers here by tens of percentage points, which is great. But again, crime is one of the reasons people are leaving the city. Now, they may not leave the state, they may just go to one of the neighboring counties. We have one of the counties where it's kind of dealing with some crime that we were dealing with, and we're working on that as well. Then you have some other counties that aren't dealing with really much at all. It really depends on where you want to go. So some folks, they may not be leaving the state, but they will be leaving Baltimore City because of the crime. And as I said, we're working on it, but again, if you look us up on the national stage, it's not too pretty. The cool thing is, on this channel, I'm going to give you the good, bad, and the ugly. I'm not going to sugarcoat it and say, oh, it's sunshine and rainbows here, because it's not. Yeah, you can maybe make it sound like you're downplaying it, like every city has crime. Yeah, and some have more than others, but we are making progress, and that's very helpful. But it is a reason people are leaving. And with that, we're gonna go into number 3. But before we get there, if you're thinking of making a move to Baltimore, Maryland, or anywhere in Maryland, maybe consider looking me up. I am born and raised here. I've lived here my entire life. I've been doing real estate forever. I don't plan on doing anything else or going anywhere else. So feel free to drop a comment down below. You can ask any question you may have. If there's a certain topic you'd like me to make a video on, I'm totally down for a suggestion. You can also call me, text me, shoot me an email. I'm at this 8 days a week, and my team and I are happy to answer any questions you may have anytime. Now, the third reason that people are leaving the area, retirement. Now, this is there are a lot of pieces to this puzzle. A lot of our houses, they're townhouses, row houses as we like to call them. So there's steps, multiple floors. Some folks want to get out of the city and find one-level living. Some folks want to get out of the city because it's expensive. The cost of living here in Baltimore City isn't the cheapest. And if you're on a fixed income, or if you want to retire and keep as much money as possible, which I totally get, you don't want to throw all of it at Baltimore City. Our cost of living is a completely separate video that I will get into. But the cost of living here, if you look at some of our neighboring counties, could be double. And folks here in Maryland look at our neighboring state like Delaware, or maybe even heading down to the Carolinas or Florida or maybe Texas, where the tax rates are easier to bear. And I get it. Another piece to the retirement puzzle is the weather. Now, summer in Baltimore is hot, it is humid, I love it, most people hate it. And in the middle of winter, we can have 2 feet of snow. I hate that. So weather does play a part in people leaving the area once they retire also. And that weather piece of the puzzle is actually number 4 because it's a big piece. Now, I was walking around yesterday, it was 99 degrees outside. It felt like 102 according to the weather app. But again, I'm crazy. I like that kind of thing. When I open my front door and the humidity hits me like a wall and it's like thick and nasty, that is all me. Now, with that heat, we can have some really crazy storms. We can get hurricanes, and as I mentioned, we can get blizzards. Now, when I was growing up here, we had 4 seasons. We had fall, winter, spring, summer. Now it seems like we have cold and hot, or maybe cold, rainy, and hot. So there are extremes. If you're not down with that, I totally get it. That's probably why someone like you would leave Maryland. So you've hung in there. I totally appreciate it. I'm going to give you number 5, the number that I haven't seen this, and I don't know why. I've did a lot of research for this video, and I've looked at other videos with similar topics, and no one mentions that, and it's your military orders have changed. Now, the reason I said number 5 is another that brings people to Baltimore is we do have a large military presence here in regards to, we have Fort Meade, we have Fort Detrick up in Frederick, Andrews Air Force Base isn't very far away, we've got Dover, Delaware, the Naval Academy is in Annapolis, but I do see a lot of folks moving here for Fort Meade. And there's a lot of civilian jobs once you get out of the military that you can hold here, and as you move up in that job, a lot of times those folks are needed somewhere else. So a change in military orders is another big reason that folks leave the area, but it's also a big draw to the area. So there you have it. This one's short and sweet. The 5 reasons people leave Baltimore, Maryland. And some of those are also reasons people come to Baltimore, Maryland. And if you're thinking of coming to Baltimore, Maryland, just hear my Baltimore accent a little bit. If I speak fast, it'll sneak out. But if you're thinking of moving to Baltimore, Maryland, consider dropping me a line. As I mentioned, my team and I are at this 8 days a week, and we'd love the opportunity to help you make a smooth transition to Maryland. You can hit us up in the comments, you can drop us a text, phone call, email, whatever's easier for you. We're here to make it happen. Again, don't forget to subscribe and tap the bell for notifications as I continue to pump out these videos and provide you more and more information about what it's like to live here in Baltimore. I'll see you on the next one.